Well, Senator Bernie Sanders is shooting past Hillary Clinton, at least in New Hampshire. He is closing in on her in Iowa. Here's the latest NBC Marist poll. Sanders has a 9-point lead over Clinton in New Hampshire. In July, he was trailing her by 10 points. Over on the GOP side, Donald Trump still holding on to the top spot in Iowa at 29%. Ben Carson not far behind him. But look at Jeb Bush. He is 23 points behind Trump. Let's go to Jeff Zeleny. He's there for us in Iowa with the Democrats. CNN Sunland Serfati is with the Republicans in New Hampshire. Jeff, let me start with you. That new poll coming out showing a significant shift for Bernie Sanders. What do you attribute that to? We've been hearing Hillary Clinton on the campaign trail, and she's focusing a lot on Trump. She's focusing on his stance on women and immigration. You think that's a mistake?
It's not a mistake at this point because any attacks on Bernie Sanders would just come right back and hurt Hillary Clinton. The fact of the matter is Bernie Sanders is appealing to the hearts and the minds of the liberal progressives, the activists in this Democratic Party. They like what they hear from him. They like the fire in his belly. They like his tough populist talk against Wall Street. They like his taking on the billionaire establishment, as he calls it. So what Hillary Clinton is doing, she's trying to play a longer game, showing Democratic voters that she is ultimately the most electable by going after these Republicans. But it is one word that we never thought that we would sort of use in front of Hillary Clinton's name, underdog. She is the underdog now in New Hampshire. We don't just look at one poll. We look at a series of polls and see the trends in this race. And the trends in this race are that Bernie Sanders has gone up over the summer and Hillary Clinton has come down. So as we enter this Labor Day phase here, she is is going to be adjusting her candidacy somewhat. But don't look for her to go after Bernie Sanders directly, at least not now.
Well, a lot of shifting in the Democratic side. Republican side, not so much. Trump's still in the lead in Iowa and New Hampshire. Suddenly, it's over to you. Obviously we saw Donald Trump sign that GOP pledge. Seems to have kept his campaign consistent.
He certainly has, and he has been able to keep this commanding lead here in New Hampshire. He's ahead of any other candidate by 16 points because he's appealing to this sort of anti-establishment insurgent wing that is attracting a lot of voters here in New Hampshire, also in Iowa. But here in New Hampshire, that poll specifically was interesting because you also saw the rise of John Kasich, who is coming in at 12% support. He's really invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money. His super PAC has invested millions of dollars here in New Hampshire. So it shows that he's really hot on his tails, but, there's still a lot of ground to make up, Lynn.
Well, and Jeff, you hear Sunland there refer to that anti-establishment mentality that may be happening right now. And we talk about the possibility of Joe Biden getting into this race. He says he'll announce sometime this fall as to whether he will or will not. Do you think that his association with President Obama, who we saw having the lowest approval rating so far, will really hurt him if he does jump in?
Well, that's the open question. I mean, campaigning for a third term of any president is always a challenge. It's a challenge that Hillary Clinton will have as well if she wins the nomination, but particularly for Joe Biden because he cannot distance himself at all from this administration. Democrats, of course, like it, but in a general election, should he ever get there, of course that would be a challenge for him. History shows that third presidential terms, electing someone from the same party, seldom happens.
Interesting. Jeff and Sunland, thank you for being with us. We appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your Labor Day.